Hello everybody and welcome back to the Quilters Apothecary. Today we are starting our new QA newsletter, which is actually QA News, and we're going to do that on video here on YouTube as well as Facebook. We decided a little time ago that we felt that, I know for us, getting all of the email newsletters, we just kind of got inundated with way too much shrapnel in our inbox. And so we decided that we live in a time in which people want to see and hear people talk to them. We don't get enough of that. And so we decided that our new QA News regularly will be, like I said, on YouTube as well as posting it on Facebook. The one thing that I want to remind everybody is, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the QA page on YouTube, as well as hit the little bell so that way you get notification when a new video comes out. Because sometimes there probably might be a sale coming or a special flash sale that might be even just a week long that you want to get in on, and you don't want to miss that because some of them might be very, very cool. They actually will be very cool. So that being said, let's go right into this. So this is our first newsletter. Let me start with some of the things coming up. I know that this weekend we are releasing a video that we did on Patreon on trimming a quilt, and I show trimming two different quilts. You know, everybody trims quilts differently. A lot of people have questions about how do you trim a quilt, do you not trim a quilt, and we'll explain how we do that here at Quilters Apothecary, because we kind of automatically do it. I typically don't like a quilt to go out untrimmed, so that's one thing that's coming up. The other thing, of course, that's been going on in our quilting world is, of course, we are no longer any type of a machine dealer. Of course, we've always said we love all the machines out there, and that's just kind of the way we roll. And we're getting older, so I know a lot of you are aware of the fact that we just are no longer any type of a machine dealer, and we enjoy that. You know, in our older age, you know, we just found our bodies couldn't manage that as well as we would like it to be, and we couldn't invest what we wanted to invest to the people that were purchasing machines. So there we go. And we wanted to focus a lot more on education for our Patreon channel as well as some other things. Now that's just a little a bit of an update on that. That's all that needs to be said. All is well. There's no drama around any of that, and that's just the way that that is. So the next thing, of course, is, of course, we've been doing a lot of really great filming on our Patreon channel, as well as we've got some really good things coming up for our YouTube channel, the Quilters Apothecary channel. My channel, Jamie Wallen channel on YouTube, is actually more about the other type of art forms that I do. So the quilting, if you want to aim for the quilting stuff, you definitely want to go to the Quilters Apothecary page. But if you want some year-round tutorials, of course, as always, go check out our Patreon page. We have a wonderful membership page there, and we are doing a tutorial every week, and a lot of them are ongoing. A lot of them are long, wonderful projects. Some of the projects that we're doing right now, one of the series is our wonderful Kingfisher series, which is the thread painting, which is very cool. That's been ongoing. I think we're on part, what part are we on, Mr. Ritchie?
Like 12.
Yeah, I think we're on part 12 of that, and we're doing a thread painting step by step by step by step. And we're doing this bird right here that you see picture. And then, of course,
These are long episodes.
Oh yeah, these are very long episodes, so we definitely want to make sure that everybody's getting their needs met. It's not just a little snippet here and there. It's actually the whole process of a lot of things. Of course, we always have our normal quilt-alongs that we've been throwing in there, as well as we're doing a new series, which is the Prairie Style series, and that's kind of related to our, it's always been related to our Mystical Modern class series, but this one is simply our Prairie Style. I've always enjoyed Prairie Style. It's one of my favorites. Not my only favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorites, and so we're working through some projects with that. And the first project we chose was a wonderful bell pull design, which I really love, and you can kind of see a little bit of a snippet of that right here. Rich will show a little example of some of that on video that we're doing the drawing as well as the quilting, and that's a really fun project. I'm finding that right now, since we've made some new decisions and doing some shifting, that I'm really project oriented. Also coming up, I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a ongoing series snippet that we're going to throw in probably through the week, just a little bit on English paper piecing, because I have reignited my passion for English paper piecing in the evenings. So those will be on there. And the other thing that I want to say is we just had a great guest come in, and who was here for a week and spent some time with us. And one of the things, you haven't seen it, if we go to the side camera, this is one of my, let me see, I think it's 4 or 5, I think 5 of my featherweights, and we actually had a class while my dear friend Mimi was here, who redoes featherweights, and we did a 3-part mini-series top to bottom on maintaining basic maintenance into deep maintenance with some light repair into these guys right here, which was awesome to keep your wonderful featherweights running well. So that's going to be coming up. So aside from that, of course, we have a lot of great things going on. We are in the midst of ending spring, going into summer. Rich just got a ton of lumber and stones, not stones, but patio blocks delivered, because we're going to be making some boxes for my tomatoes and basil. I usually plant about 40 or 50 tomato plants, as well as 30 or 40 basil plants, because I do a lot of freezing of basil and I make a lot of canned tomato products through the winter because, well, they're awesome. And we love our tomatoes in the winter. And we love our basil and pestle and all of those things. So Rich decided that me with my 60 buckets all over the yard probably wasn't a good plan. So we are in the midst of redoing the whole backyard, and he's going to make it a proper garden for me. So that's a good thing. And so probably we'll be doing that this weekend, which is of course the holiday weekend, which would be the, what is it? Memorial Day weekend, yes. So we have the Memorial Day weekend, of course, that we'll be doing some work, and also doing the thoughts and keeping, of course, the whole purpose of Memorial Day in the back of our minds, which is also very important. So that being said, this, of course, is our first newsletter. We have a few really cool things coming up for July 4th, some preceding things, and also we always just want to say thank you for joining us. We really appreciate being a part of your lives, and we also appreciate having you as part of our lives. So as I said, this is our first Quilters Apothecary News, and this is the place where you will want to keep abreast of new things coming up, so that we're not sneaking into your mailbox. Again, we like that. And you can come to us and find out what you need to find out. And as always, you can always email us at quiltersapothecary@me.com, and you can give us suggestions for things that you would like to see. And as always, like I said, if you want more intense study and worth its weight in gold education and tutorials, definitely check out our Patreon channel. Definitely for the cost of one class, you get us for a whole year with a lot of wonderful projects, tips, and all sorts of things. So as always, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We will see you down the road. Goodbye, everybody.